Jarius here, and welcome to another episode of DJ Draw with Jarius. I've made that the official name for this series, and for those of you not in the know, this series is essentially where we have something playing in the background. Often I'm drawing something and we hash out and talk about anything and everything that is on my mind. And for what we have drawing in the background here is Frieren sketches. I wanted to do some Frieren sketches because the Crunchyroll Anime Awards is coming soon. If it hasn't debuted already, I thought it was the 25th of May, so like today is the 24th? No, it's the 23rd. Yes, as I'm recording this. So it's literally Sunday by this time. And I figured, you know what, it's a good time. It'd be a good opportunity to do some Freeman sketches, as well as talk about her for some time, as well as many other things. But for now, yeah, that is what's going on in the background. So please enjoy while we talk for a bit. Um, so first things first is that uh, I've been taking an interest in the voice actress for Freeman herself, Mallory Rodak. Um, I came across her on Twitter from one of her posts, and it was of her and hugging a big Frieren. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so adorable. And actually, I think that was off Twitter. Now that I think about not Twitter, Instagram. Oh my gosh, if I can talk. But yes, it was on Instagram where she was hugging Big Frieren. It was the most cutest thing ever, man. um, And so I was like, you know what? I actually did a video on talking about the voice actress herself as well as Freeman too. Um, Very good stuff. Where I would talk about the dynamism, the atmosphere, the beautiful atmosphere of Freeman, and it's like some things like those in anime is what catches my attention. The atmosphere where it's beautiful and it really tells a story, and Freewind does just that. It incorporates nature and structure in a way that makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm at home. At least for me, I know for sure. Because it's like nature is like my second home to see the natural things of life. And so everyone does just that, as well as test the uh, ideology of isekai, where it's like, okay, so now the big bad is dead. What happens next? So it skips the ending of most animes and makes it the beginning in a sense. And so that's where it's like, wow, you know, like I would not be surprised if Frieren wins the anime of the year because it's like, yes, there have been all kinds of great anime that have come out from this year, like Dan da Dan, Don da Don, and The Dungeon. I haven't gone to watch Dungeon. I forgot what it is. The Delicious Dungeons, I think it is. Um, and in spite of those animes that have come out, Frieren still comes out on top, and it's very amazing because it's like, wow, I didn't see Frieren coming. It's like, um, it'll be 5 years now since I've gone into anime, um, and I'm over here thinking like, wow, there's such a like storytelling with anime, and where you think that you've hit the surface of interest, it's like, here's another interesting anime. Now it's like, oh wow, like this is crazy. Like the ability to tell a story is like infinite, and it's like up to your imagination on what it is that you want to do. Um, Leading into that, what I wanted to do for the upcoming awards was make a little manga panel for Frieren. And I actually started on the storyboarding in a sense, as well as the dialogue for it. But then I got to thinking to myself, like, you know what? This is something that will be amazing, and I don't want to rush that. So, um, as it is, I would love to talk to make little manga stories with my character, my original character Max, and be goofy with it. And so, if I was to make the free run manga right now, it would be very rough and, you know, not as good as it would be if I give myself some time to improve and then go at it. I mean, of course, I could go at it right now and then, make another do later, but then that means, like, okay, so then we'd have to go through all that work again, and I'm not too much of a fan of doing the same thing again, or like watching the same thing again. So, like, for example, movies. Um, Watching the same movie over again, it feels like um, how to say it? It's like the bush that you see in the desert zone as it's walking about, and I'm just watching the bush go around and around again, since I know it's already making its way, you know. Uh, that probably doesn't make any sense, but basically what I'm trying to say is like I already know what's gonna happen, so why am I gonna watch it again? So, and I love the the first time when you watch anime, especially if you have your own favorite anime, and I hope you still have um, a crisp feeling of how it got to you when you first watched it, because like I always want to hold on tightly to that feeling of when I came across my own favorite anime, which is Karake Josu no Tageki-san, and it's so funny how I came across it. Like, it was the first anime I got into when I made that decision to, okay, let's see what anime is about. And bam, I got introduced to that right off the bat. And it wasn't even in dub, which, when I made decision to myself, if I'm gonna get into this, then I want to do dub specifically. Um, and when I watched it in the sub, Takagi in the sub, it's like, you know what? Actually, I can't wait for dub for this series. I want to watch it into the end because I just love it that much. And I say that to the end, but I believe it was still airing when I got into it. So, uh, I think it was on like the third episode when I got into it. So it's like, wow, I got into it pretty early, um, into the game with that series, and it's like, wow, looking back, it's like I've both of us have come so far with the anime and with me, like, um, I'm still relatively getting used to the fact that I'm drawing anime and cartoon girls and the overall concept that drawing is going to be my career. And now I make a living off of this. Like, uh, I have so much vision and so much idea that I want to work for and have in mind for. And so it's been quite the journey itself with improving with drawing and getting a feel for what it is that I want to do and the kind of path that I want to go towards. And, it's been quite a learning curve. There's still all kinds of things that I need to learn and improve on, and yet it still doesn't feel like it's getting boring in a sense. Um, or not even the word boring, like discouraging, because uh, when it when I was first starting out, I tried sharing my art on social media, on like Reddit and Instagram, and specifically on Reddit for some reason. Because Reddit is like it's like the heart of the internet for me. It's my favorite social media platform. I'm not gonna lie, is because excuse me, it's because like oh great, I'm burping now. It's because it's so free on Reddit. Like you can share whatever you want, not just art, but like just let your opinion come out. And that being said, it's like when I was starting out, man, people were honest to the teeth. Like with how it looked. Like, man, this is bad. This is horrible. Like, even to the point where the comments were like, nah, bro, you should try something else. Drawing isn't your thing. And I'm like, bro, what is going on here? Why? What did I do to these guys? Did they over here acting like I'm like attacking them indirectly for something? And I'm like, what the heck? I don't understand where we've come as like, because like here's the thing, okay? Like that part of the community and art where it's like people get so toxic and envious, honestly. Like, what is going on here? Why are we doing this? Why has it come to this? Like, I would loathe, I loathe the idea of just like sharing something and having that fear of like what it is that person someone is gonna say. It's like discouraging to think about, but it's like um I must keep reminding myself that you know what, these are people and they don't understand the amount of determination and hard work that I have put into this. So why am I going to give energy to these thoughtless comments that don't even know what it is that they're talking about, really? So that's also my little advice to you. If you're having problems uh, and fear of social media, that like, man, just do what you love, share what you love. Don't care about what other people say or uh, the fear that uh, someone is going to reject you. Because I mean, to be put it plainly, there's always going to be someone that's reject you. There's always going to be someone that doesn't like what you're doing, and so that's like I gotta remind myself. It's like it's not a concept I'm unfamiliar with. Honestly, it's kind of a common theme I went through throughout school. I just was hoping that I could get away from that when it came to drawing, but nope. But there's a beauty in that because uh, like I said, I'm familiar with that concept, so I know what to do in against that situation. So it's been uh, quite the prepping. But anyway, that yapping aside, Gotta get in our draw or drinking with the sips of water, you guys. But yes, I forgot what I was just talking about. um, yes, I was talking about yapping, and I'm still getting used to yapping and talking in general. Um, Talking is not a attribute I would use to describe myself. I'm the kind of character that like talks with the presence specifically. Like I kind of let my actions do the talking. That's the kind of thing that I am into, or that I'm like, um, what's the word? It's like I have a better understanding, a better grasp at, rather than just actual talking with the words and communications in general. So it's like very nice that I have this YouTube, as well as getting into videos and learning as I've been going with this. Uh, has been helping me improve and uh, articulate myself and understand that talking is um, a stepping stones for me. It's been fun, you know. So um, whenever I'm like, let me give you an example. Whenever I'm eating, like, and you're having conversation as you're eating, it's like I have nothing against that, of course. Like I'm all for eating and talking while we're, example, having uh dinner with the family and eating with them and such, but you'll never see me be the carry conversation, basically. Or like the person who carries the conversation, you know? I kind of just I like to enjoy my meal as I'm, eating it. That isn't to say that I don't like talking while I'm eating. It's just that I'm not going to um, be active when it comes to talking and then doing something else. It's like, bringing it back to drawing, like drawing and talking. That's where it's like, oh my gosh, like this is like juggling. Uh, this is like juggling. um, and so that's where it's like, okay, so let's get used to and improve on multitasking and work on ourselves to get better at that. And so, like, for doing these kinds of things where I'm talking and watching something come together, it's like, okay, so one part of it is already being automated, the sketching or whatever is happening in the background, and now I just gotta talk. And so now that's where we at. So yes. Um, Now aside from Frieren, um, what else can I talk to you guys about? Around here, I am transparent and authentic, very honest too. I'm very bad at lying, as well as like putting on a front. Um, because here's the thing: whenever I try to lie, it's like I'm scrambling for words, and it becomes like so obvious. Like I would, um, whenever I was younger, I was quite the liar. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I was quite the liar. It was uh easy to lie. I don't know why. even got into lying in the first place. I think it was because like I was very um isolated in school. So that's where it's like uh being what's the word? Like open to other people is not a familiar concept to me. I mean, even now, it's still unfamiliar. Like, um, sharing the things that I like along with other people, um, and not being like, oh my gosh, like, So it's like, I'm learning a lot of things um, lately, and uh, adjusting to getting an understanding and getting better at them, And I mean that in far more than just drawing. I mean that in like just in the general sense of things. Because it's wow, like there's so much that I don't understand and so much that I have yet to understand. Uh, but I want to understand as much as I can in the time that I have, you know? I'll give you guys an example. So this, I think it was last week, if you could say, um, I was on my grandparents' ranch, and I was taking care of some trees as well as um, cutting the grass over there with a weed eater, and the trees they're like they have all kinds of thorns. So like to give you example, like they're trees with like needles in a sense, and I'm over here thinking to myself like, oh my gosh, like this is actually crazy because they can poke you, man. Like I got uh like almost pierced by the thorn. It only it was like um so close to piercing the skin, and so I had to get adaptable. And talking about the weeding, there was there's all kinds of spiders and um what's what's the other thing that's around besides the spiders? Oh, the ants. Yes, the ants, the fire ants. Man, they get so crazy. And so like I had to get adaptable to that. Um, essentially like pushing myself in the physical labor side of things because my body was pretty sore after that. Like, and that's where it got to me. Like, um, in this generation, what the anime community, they'd probably call me old because I'm 24, but in the normal community, I would be young. And um, excuse me, I'm still getting used to the community of anime in general. It's like terms that are still foreign to me that I'm still learning. So, like for example, what is Sigma? What is Sigma? Guys, please, someone in the comments tell me what Sigma means. Like, I don't know what it means. All I know is that it sounds hilarious. And, let him cook. You know, like this one, that term is my favorite term that I've learned. 'Cause for me especially, my dad is such a great cook, a delicious cook, in all that he makes. So to paint a picture for you guys, he cooks chicken fajitas, um, barbecue sausages, and the chicken. You know, like I don't want to bombard you, but he makes a lot of things. Let's just put it at that. Yeah, a lot of delicious things. And so that's where it's like such a cute thing to see, like a funny thing to see, because I can relate to that. That very um, phrase, let him cook. Because, um, yeah, I am very familiar with cook and all that. So that is my favorite. Excuse me. That is my favorite phrase that I've learned from uh, this community of Animu. And yeah, so it's very funny to see that. I love to see community and the people having fun with things that I'm familiar with, because then it's like, ooh, yay, I can get on this, you know? And mm, so yeah, you know, so talking about drawing for a sec, I've been working on a video where I am studying my favorite artist and learning his style and um, drawing like he does. And I'm still uh, trying to come up with a way that I can illustrate the video that I want in a way that uh, makes sense and that is the best that I can make. And I'm over here yawning. Oh my gosh. Oh, I should have done this in the morning. It's 8 p.m. as I'm recording this. I'm usually making these DJs in the mornings where I'm up and about and the brain is working in a sense because I'm feeling pretty lazy right now as far as my brain is concerned. Um, but anyway, what was I talking about? I forgot again. um, yeah, guys, I literally just forgot what I was talking about. um, you know what? I'll probably remember it later. Um, what's what's something else that I can talk to you guys about? If you didn't figure it out already, I'm still new to this. But I do appreciate the watch and the comments too. Uh, Talking a bit about the comments, like I'm so like taken aback by that I have been getting comments. Um, of like you keep going, man. Like you got some talent that I see it's gonna make it big, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's I'm actually getting comments. Like this is crazy, and it's like I'm so grateful and appreciative of that because there's so much that I have in my mind that I want to bring to light, and um, so much to the point where it gets like discouraging to come back to the now because it's so different from what I have in store and what I have in my vision, and um, the important thing that I speak to myself to in regards to it is I like, great things take great time, so that's where it's like, okay, so let's do the best of where we are right now so that later we'll be ready. And it's like, there's so much that I want to do and that I have in mind to bring to fruition. It's like, um, once I have this YouTube going, um, one of the first things that I would love to do is firstly, um, get some income going and where I can go to the gym, uh, to give you guys a little um, idea for the first step anyway is like, um, around where I live there is like a gym near me, and it's like when I first walked into that gym I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is actually crazy, man. Like it felt like so comfy and so like surreal to even be in it. It's like very comfortable. Like the atmosphere was very nice. The people were very friendly, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely speaking to me to where like going in and working out. Like it takes a lot of energy to do this and draw. And back when I took uh lifting and losing weight semi seriously, it's like that's where I was getting it really good with my body and energy and all that. Like it was a very like surreal and great feeling to be like, wow, like I'm actually strong. um, and I don't say that in a braggadocious meaning. I say that in the meaning that's like it was very nice and very uh energetic. Um, and then I pretty much fell off the wagon of uh, lifting weights and losing weights or losing weight from desserts and all that, and that's where it's like, oh, dang it. I essentially lost all the progress that I had worked up for. And I kept it going for like 3 months, and to lose all that progress was pretty depressing. I'm not gonna lie. So that's where it's like, okay, so the next time that I take um, losing weight and strength training, that will be when I am at the gym. Because when uh, I was doing it all at home, and I took a lot of work. Because I didn't have the equipment. I was going off of YouTube videos and um, essentially self uh, equipment in a sense. Like I used a chair at best when I was, for example, losing weight. I would do burpees, I think it would be called, on the chair, and that was exhausting. But it was very rewarding, of course. And so the next time that I get into it, and I will, believe me, like, in order to go even further, I need more energy, and uh, I've substituted make getting energy in other ways. As far as the now is concerned, like, I love oranges. Oranges, they help out big time. And so that has been sufficient for now. But once things start going, as far as the money is concerned, I definitely would love to get into my local gym and get back in the grind in a sense. Because uh, I, like, at my best, I was slim. I was definitely not fit, but I was slim. And I miss those days, man. I miss being able to, like, look in the mirror and, like, I would see no fat. I would just be like a straight line of stomach. Like that was me and who I used to be. And now that ain't me no more. That ain't no me no more. No, I'm I'm by no means fat, but I'm by no means uh where I want to be with my body either. So there is much work to be done, my friends. There is much work to be done. Not just with drawing, but with our bodies. Um, but yes, it's like um, things are going to start essentially coming together, and the rest will follow once we hit the ground running, basically. Because um, another thing that I would love to do um, afterwards from the gym is uh, get out there and draw people, in a sense. I've taken uh, the idea from this one photographer on YouTube. Forgot his name. I think it was Dan Photography, or somewhere around that name. And what he does is he goes around in person and asks if he can take pictures of them and he makes photography videos off of that, off a real interaction. And that's where it got me to thinking, like, you know what? That would be actually really fun and um, would spark interaction and even make some friends as I, share what I love to do. And as it is, I'm still improving on drawing real people and getting a feel for basically not just learning from cartoons, but also real life. Like, um, if I was to tell you how many times that I have used anime as a reference in whatever things I'm drawing, I would say it would be like a 2 to 10 ratio as far as my references are concerned. Because, like, with the anime, it's like it's already been drawn, and so for me, it's difficult to learn from that because you're already seeing the final piece, whereas what's in front of you, reality, um, now that's where you can learn and get a sincere feel for it because um, anime, of course, is a simplified variation of real life. And so it's like if I can give a grasp on real life, then I can get a grasp on cartoons and then, stylize reality. And so that, uh, going back to going uh, and meeting people and drawing them is like, yeah, that is most definitely possible because uh, how Dan photography he does it, uh, he goes to a spot in a sense, or like a park area basically where it works, and I have a couple of areas where I'm thinking where that would actually work perfectly. Like, there's a mall nearby that has uh, an anime store, as well as a bars and a normal where they sell manga. So that's where it's like, I bet I can meet a couple of fun people and have a fun time there. And basically just get involved, and have fun as well as learn, because that's quite the great combination to not just um, meet new people, but to also challenge myself too. And, I mean that in far more than just the drawing, but just like communicating in general. Because, like, real time communication, that's where it's like my mind goes blank. And where it's like, okay, so uh, where do we talk from here? um, because like real time communication is something that I'm still getting a feel for and working on. And so I already know that the getting out there and talking to people, that is going to be quite the fun challenge, and making some friends and just building a community, you know? I don't know how else to say this, but I mean, I'm not a cute girl. So it's like I see it all kinds of on Twitter and just in general where, it's the girls that take the stage as far as content creators is concerned. Um, and so that's where it's like, okay, so I gotta give people something to stay for, in a sense. Because, like, for me, like, I love um, interaction and learning and basically growing. But I also know that there's only so much that I can talk about and carry in a sense. So that's where it's like, okay, so I don't want to be greedy with my success, essentially, or like what I can do. Like I want to involve other people so that I don't have to have so much on my shoulders, in a sense. And I can have help as well as have people that I can um, connect with and bond with. And so, yeah, man, yeah, that was a little tender moment right there. But yeah, just like honestly build, like to have something for more than just myself. Like it's just to do more than think about what it is that I'm doing, but uh, learn about what other people are doing and grow together in a sense, and just have fun with it all in all. I mean, drawing itself and getting in front of people is already hard enough. So why go at it alone? Um, so I already know that it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. And of course, we've got to focus on the now, right? And part of the now is right now is the Frieren sketches and getting better at YouTube, as well as getting a handle on getting better at juggling, drawing, and juggling YouTube and making videos and editing them and all that. Because it's like there's all kinds of ideas that come to my mind when it comes to videos. And a lot of those ideas involve drawing, of course, and that means that um, it takes energy and the effort and the work, a lot of work for sure. And I know it will pay off. It's already so fun to see that I'm already getting comments and the likes too, even. And we have not even scratched the surface of what it is that I have in store. So yeah, I'm really excited, you guys. I'm really excited for what's going to be um, coming around in these next few um, weeks and where we go from here. So yeah, it's already going to be fun. I'm already looking forward to it. And yeah, we're already nearing the end here. So um, something else that um, would be a little snippet to talk about is sketching. Um, I've been on a little bit of a shopping in a sense for my final sketch brush because like there's all kinds of brushes that have the sketching feel towards them, and that's where it's like, man, I gotta find a placement and like a decision on what it is that I want to use for sketching because there's all kinds of sketching that styles that I've come across, and where it's like, what is a brush that makes me feel satisfied? And I did one video uh, earlier on one, which was the sketch brush aura, and I was overthinking to myself like, this is perfect. Like, I love the feel of it. And then I found this other brush that I have been using to make these Frieren sketches, the pencil R brush. And now it's like, man, this brush is pretty good too. It emulates a pencil perfectly. And so, what I loved about the sketch brush Aura was the uh, the the crispness, the crisp. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It was sharp, and that's what I loved about the sketch brush Aura. But this pencil art brush, it allows me to be a little more honest with my strokes. And so that's where it's like, okay, so maybe I have jumped the gun here. And, yeah, excuse me, I'm gonna look forward to sleeping after this video. But yeah, getting into sketching is very nice to me. Like, I will say this again and again, it will never tire. When I started drawing, I got into it with the sketchbook firstly. I did not get into digital art at first. It was actually a long while before I even got introduced to digital art in my drawing. Um, like I still remember being in front of the big TV and just being in sketchbook and drawing out what was in front of me. And that was always authentic. The getting in the sketchbook is always honest, feel kind of things. Digital art for me has been quite the hard time to emulate that same feeling that you get into the sketchbook. The sketchbook. But yeah, it's been fun. Um, Using this pencil brush has been very nice. Um, I definitely love it. So yes, this may very well be my official brush for sketching whatever I want to do. kind of videos like these, and I want to get something sketched. But other than that, I mean, I think that's gonna pretty much do it for this one, you guys. Thank you for watching and listening in, and stopping by to listen in on our little chit chat and these little Frieren sketches. Um, I hope you've enjoyed listening in as I have talking. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Um, please do like and subscribe. I gotta get used to saying that too, huh? Don't I? I want to be honest and authentic with it, though, so this probably isn't gonna come to my mind a lot, but basically get involved and have fun with whatever it is that you love. And yeah, with all that being said, I will see you very soon, I hope. And yeah, um, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.